Okay, for 1029, 5 to the third over 5 to the ninth, we're left with 1 over 5 to the sixth. Again, I had 9 fives in the denominator and 3 in the numerator, right? So when I cancel 3 of them out, I'm left with 6 in the denominator. You could go right to there. If you didn't, if you used our rule, you would get 5 to the third minus 9, right? Because when we divide, you'd get 5 to the negative 6, and then you'd have to write that as 1 over 5 to the positive 6. This had simplify each expression. So although that's exponential form, it's not really simplified. You would actually have to write, if this were a test, 1 over 15,625. This is simplified. This is in exponential form, right? So since the question says simplified, you really have to write it as 1 over 15,625. Okay, now let's look at b. We have ab to the fourth, which is really a to the fourth, b to the fourth, over a, b to the third, right? Now we need to cancel. So a to the fourth over a becomes a to the third in the numerator. B to the fourth over b to the third becomes b in the numerator. So we're left with a to the third b for b. Okay, for c, let me make room. For c, all right, we'll do it up here. We have 8x to the negative third. That's 8 over x to the positive third. The important thing is the 8 is not being raised to the negative third power, right? Only the x is being raised. So the x goes into the denominator, becomes positive 3. And this is times 8x squared. That's 8 squared, right? 8 squared, x squared. And we can cancel. Let's see what we can cancel on x, right? Because this is like over 1. X squared and x to the third. I'm left with an x in the denominator. So this just leaves us with 8 times 8 squared, which is 8 cubed, over x, which is in exponential form, but we can't leave that, right? So we need 8 to the third, which is 512 over x in simplified form. The next one, d, right? We have 1/6 to the fifth, right? Which is 1 over 6 to the positive 5, right? 1 over 6 to the fifth. It's 1 to the fifth over 6 to the fifth. Times 6 to the third, right? Which is in the numerator, right? We can think of it like that. And we cancel, and I'm left with 6 squared in the denominator. So we're left with 1 over 6 squared, which is 1 over 36 in simplified form.